What's up, everybody, and welcome to Be For Real podcast. Today, I will be talking about the Virginia Beach shootings. This will be part one, and part two will be on my main channel tomorrow. I wanted to talk about this because it is close to home. I am from Washington, D.C., and I'm also an entrepreneur. Without further ado, let's get into the video. On March 26, 2021, 2 people were left deceased and 8 people were wounded after 3 separate shootings in the Virginia Beach area on March 26. The gunfire started around 11 p.m. that Friday night in the area of 17th Street and 19th Street. That is where police found majority of the victims. Police believe a conflict turned into a physical altercation and then shots rang out. During the altercation, several individuals produced firearms and began shooting at each other. 3 men have been charged in connection with what police believe was the first shooting. And the 3 men, I should say young men, have been taken into custody at the Virginia Beach City Jail. Their ages range from 18 years old, 20-year-old, 22 years old. They all have been charged with 7 counts of felonious assault and use of a firearm. While at one crime scene, police heard gunshots in the area, and not too far from that scene on the 300th block of 19th Street, they found one adult female that was suffering from gunshot injuries. Shortly after police found her, it was revealed that her name is Deshayla Harris. She is a former BGC cast member. She was on one of the last seasons that were aired on TV, and I remember her vividly. She aspired to be a fashion designer and would rock her own fashions everywhere she went. She was a good person and didn't have an ounce of bully in her like the other girls, and I respected that. To be a bad girl, you don't have to be a bully or do terrible things to people or have a nasty attitude, because she was none of that. Sometimes, sadly, bad girls are girls who hang around the wrong crowd. Deshayla Harris, 29 years old, from Norfolk, VA, died of her gunshot injuries at the scene. Police stated that she was a bystander when the shooting began. They went on to say that she was probably struck by a stray bullet or a hail of stray bullets. The shooting in which Deshayla was shot and killed does not have any suspect information as of yet, but I am praying that somebody will say something. It is also believed by police that the 2 shootings are unrelated. She always had a very good spirit about her. She did her very best to show her best sides, and I respected her for that, because it's a lot of young women that see a camera and they think that they gotta act so different than what they really are, to the point where they become a totally different person. That's not what TV is supposed to be. That's not what Bad Girls Club was supposed to be. And I feel like she was a good example. And it is a shame. She didn't appear on the reunion episode, and I wish she had appeared. No matter how she was perceived or what people had to say or whatever. My thing is, you never know when it's your last chance to appear and to be present, and to, smile and show the best sides of you like you did on the show. This really shows me that not only do I have to keep myself busy and be very productive all the time, sometimes we forget once we get older and older that It's not okay to do what we've always seen. We've always seen the adults standing around. They might be drinking whatever, feeling the vibe, but is that all there is to life? No. I'm pretty sure it was spring break or something and that just passed, but look, it's been a pandemic. It's still a pandemic for real. And people are coming together and not even feeling comfortable coming together, but they still want to be outside. They still want to be around. They still want to be on the scene. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. We got to all be productive so you don't get into no little petty ass fight and you either losing or you winning, but all of y'all shooting at each other. All of y'all losing because all of y'all done just went to jail. How smart is that? Just ruined your life. Just ruined your life. Over what? Over being on a scene? Over being seen? No. I'd rather not and keep my life. I'd rather, do something very productive. Record a video. If you're an athlete around this time, you need to be training. You need to really not only train your body, but train your mind. Like, what is your plan? If this pandemic didn't show you nothing, it should have showed you that you're supposed to be doing something productive when you really ain't got shit else to do. It's time for us to just stop walking around and walking straight into problems. You airing shit out around a lot of people, not caring. Of course, Virginia gonna get y'all. I'm going to stay up to date with this and see what they get and all of that. It's a shame that in this generation, it seemed like all of them walking around angry. They walking around with guns. They scared to shoot, but so they shoot like this and stuff. This ain't no movie. You can't just shoot crazy and expect that bullet to hit your target. That don't even make sense. They don't even go and practice at the range. None of that. They does nothing. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't even know how to shoot. Y'all don't even know how to control y'all anger. Y'all don't know what y'all up against. As far as the law is concerned, I wish they really smarten up. Because I'm tired of stuff like this. At the end of the day, people was out trying to have a good time. I'm sure Deshayla was out trying to have a good time and feel the vibe out. But it's a shame that people can't do that in this time. I mean, it's such a sensitive time when you think about how long we've been in the house. And then people get out to enjoy the time. And it never, rest in peace to Deshayla Harris. Hopefully a suspect or these suspects will be held responsible and accountable for her murder, because no 29-year-old should be deceased. No mother should be planning her daughter's funeral. She should be helping her daughter with a nursery or something, at this point. And y'all just ripped that away from her mother. That's not right. I'm praying for a speedy but relaxing healing process for the other gunshot victims. It's your girl, B. Octavia. Thank you for tuning in to Be For Real Podcast. And I will see y'all in my next video, which will be on my main channel, B. Octavia, tomorrow.